So I think we should use it appropriately, not totally get rid of it.
I was trying to get up out of that. Anytime I said it on the roster, boy. Well, you made two references. You said nigger and nigga. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was just, because nigger, we know many times we took that as derogatory towards us, and it usually came from someone else. Yeah. See, because the brother, he never said nigger. You're a nigger. I mean, that didn't even sound right if you heard it coming from a brother. His language ain't even that refined. That's where I believe when we get the word nigga. We didn't use it in a term, hey nigger. We heard it from other people, the term nigger, and we took it offensive. Even though we let it build on us to where it became an offensive term. I mean, when other people call you it, to me, it's not so much him saying the word, it's the spirit behind it. It's the motive behind it. See, if I walk up to you and be like the brother gonna say, what's up, nigga, you my nigga, right? He ain't looking like he wanna do none of that, so we just let that settle on our heart and mind. Yeah, I'm your nigga, you know that. But when somebody else came, you nigger, get up out of my face. I don't like you niggers anyway. Then you was like, wait a minute, because it was the spirit, it was the motive behind it that you felt. You didn't feel offense when a brother or the sister came at you. Even our brown brothers use the term. Hey nigga, come here. You don't look at him, man. Sometimes you might say, what? But he looked at his brothers and sisters like that because we all have fallen. To where we just let that become a common term. So you could get rid of it, but then how long would it take to eradicate a thought like that from society? That's like envy. That's like jealousy. Like, hey, how long is it going to take us to rid jealousy from us as a people? Now you got to address.
Yes, sir. No, I was going to say, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was walking with his companions one time. And he said, what day is this? They told him what day it was. He said, and it was like a special day. He said, just like this day is sacred to you, so is your blood is sacred to each other, your honor is sacred to each other, and your property is sacred to each other. And so when some of the young brothers say to me, well, we're using it in a different way. We saying nigga. I say, all right, check this out. When you're saying nigga, does that mean that you're looking at this brother and you're saying, his blood is sacred, I'm not allowed to spill it. His honor is sacred, I'm not allowed to diss him in any way. His property is sacred. What I'm saying is, even with the A at the end, they're not using it in a different way. Our blood is still not sacred to each other. Our honor is still not sacred to each other. We still have an inferiority complex and a self-hate thing. So it's not being used differently. There's an A at the end, yes. So I guess it is. It's being said differently. But we're still not respecting each other. And if we're saying nigger, it opens the door to bitches and hoes. It opens that door. You know what I'm saying? So we have to really save that word for the sellouts. Save that word for the sellouts, the poop up Uncle Toms. And then we need to come up with our own definitions, our own words that have a different definition for us, and people will accept that definition. We stand on it.
Real quick, before I finish, because I just wanted to finish that piece real quick. You know,
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. E40, right? E40 got his own dictionary. See, we are people that's constantly growing, so we making up so many different phrases for shizzle. And let's get it cracking. What's poppin'? You know what I'm saying? So we constantly building and growing in our language. We using like a whole different language. He even tried to label it as Ebonics. Because you constantly making up phrases and slogans to reference yourselves to each other. So he trying to get up in there and make a thought about it or project it the way he feels it should be projected. To me, the best title that I could use is brother, sister. And if you're a Muslim, he said the best title is Muslim. Not king, not queen, not ruler, not pharaoh, whoever you want to be called. He said Muslim. Why? Because that's a person who is submission and do the will of Allah. He enjoins good on others and forbids from doing evil to himself and others. If we think in a peaceful nature, we'll be all right. But then that word only came to account when his comedian said it. It was dormant, but now it's been brought to the forefront because he offended some people in the audience. So now we want to tackle and wrangle it.
Shelley?
I have two very quick questions. My first